Hi, welcome to my channel KTB. Today I just wanted to talk about brace height on Korean bows. Um, Normally in Western standards they always say measure the brace height from the deepest part of your handle against the string. But this is not true for Korean bows because the handles, the jumtongs, can be shaped, they can be customized to different hand shapes, hand size of people. So this distance is never going to be consistent, and it's never going to be a good um, reliable way to compare bows to each other. So what they do is to measure the brace height at the bottom of the jumtong, where it meets the actual bow. So from here, for example, it's 1 fist mel, and this is approximately 6 inches. So for me, this is perfect. If I've got a bow and I've got a fist mel here, I'm quite happy with it. I know more or less how it's going to perform. You know, it's going to be more reliable than, shorter brace height and less forgiving than slightly higher brace height. Some people like to measure from the arrow pass, but the arrow pass, as you can see on this bow, it's not symmetrical, so it's a lot thicker on this side than seems to be on this side. So as a rule, I always measure from the bottom. And I've seen Korean people. I think there's a video by Master Domin Park, and he also measured from the bottom. So if that's good enough for me. The other thing with Korean bows is that they're not symmetrical, and the lower limbs are stronger than the upper limbs. So what does that mean? Well, it means that this one will push further out and this one will curl in a bit, and you can see that because the distance on the lowest part of the limb here is to the string is just over a fist mel on the YMG here, and on this side it's almost an inch shorter. So this is the correct shape for a Korean bow. The lower limb should have less tiller than the upper limb, and you shouldn't try to even them out because they're not supposed to. And I think the reason for the lower limbs being stronger is because as the arrow passes up here, it's asymmetrical, and we're pulling from down just above the center of the bow. So in order to compensate and to make sure that the bow sort of opens up effectively, lower limbs tend to be stronger. And it's the same on the Mujin. So for example, on the Mujin again, the fist mel 6 inches on the underneath the jumtong. The height to the string on the lower limb is about 1/2 centimeter to the string, but on the upper string it's almost an inch. So this bow is well shaped and well braced, so, and straight. So that's all. Thank you very much. Let me know if you've got any questions. Bye bye.